Welcome to today's deep dive into a really fascinating stack of briefs from the Daily Tech Reader for August 15th, 2026. And, looking at today's stack, it definitely touches on some polarizing topics and figures like Donald Trump and Jared Kushner.
Right. And we should say right up front, our goal here isn't to take any sort of political stance. We are strictly here to map the facts out for you and just see where the dominoes fall.
Exactly. Because, our mission today is to unspool these hidden threads connecting global geopolitical choke points to rapid AI advancements, and ultimately, how those massive macro events impact your health, your wallet, and even your weekend escapism.
Yeah, it really is like a global nervous system. You pinch a nerve in the Middle East, and the ripple effect actually ends up changing your blood chemistry.
Well, let's start with that pinched nerve, actually. So Iran is flat out rejecting Trump's claim that the U.S. is close to declaring the Strait of Hormuz American territory. And we've got a UAE-flagged vessel that just got struck in the waterway. But then the shipping giant Maersk is somehow raising its 2026 earnings guidance specifically because of this blockade. Okay, let's unpack this. Is geopolitical instability literally becoming a reliable, profitable business model for these shipping giants?
Honestly, yeah. It comes down to risk premiums. When a massive choke point like Hormuz is threatened, a company like Maersk, which, already owns a huge operational fleet, they can instantly command this massive premium on freight rates.
Oh, so the price hike vastly outpaces the actual cost of just taking a longer, safer route.
Exactly. Investors are finding profit in the chaos, which kind of explains the S&P 500 posting a 3-week rally, right? Even though consumer sentiment has dropped down to 51.0 purely on inflation fears.
Yeah, though I guess not everyone is winning there. Dia Capital just cut SpaceX's target to $140, saying their expansion is just way too capital intensive.
Right, and that global friction isn't just in the Gulf. Look at the rest of Europe, Bruce. We've got Israeli strikes in Lebanon, West Bank violence, Kushner heading to Cairo for phase 2 of the Gaza talks.
And Myanmar finally verifying 300,000 Rohingya refugees. Plus the Taliban basically erasing Afghan girls' education over the last 5 years. It's bleak. The physical world is just fracturing.
It is, which is why the contrast with the tech sector is so incredibly jarring. Capital is shifting. While traditional sectors choke, the digital realm is just accelerating. Like South Korean chip makers Samsung, SK Hynix, they are surging entirely on AI memory demand.
Yeah, but the software side is what really caught my eye. So Alibaba just launched Qwen 3.8. It's an open source model, and it's supposedly threatening U.S. labs. Here's where it gets really interesting to me. Are highly capable foreign open source models like Qwen acting like, I don't know, a digital invasive species,
Right.
just completely outcompeting local U.S. tech flora?
That is a great analogy. Domestic companies have to innovate at breakneck speed just to survive it, especially now that the new EU AI Act is enforcing these massive 15 million euro fines.
Right, the high-risk non-compliance penalties.
Yeah. So you see the scramble in the new tech. Meta just released Muse Glimmer 30B, which is actually compressed enough to run locally on your laptop, like no cloud connection needed.
Oh, wow. Wait, and Google also debuted AIR, right? That encrypted compiler.
Yeah, exactly. So the server doing the computing never even sees your raw info.
So our silicon brains are getting way faster and more private, but our actual biology is kind of breaking down under all this stress.
Yeah, it really is.
The briefs mention intense political scrutiny over the really tragic mental health conditions aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln. And then going from macro stress to microscopic, there's this research showing that rising atmospheric CO2 is potentially altering human blood bicarbonate levels. Wait, how does breathing carbon change our blood chemistry?
Okay, so your blood needs to maintain a very specific pH level just to keep you alive. When you inhale higher concentrations of CO2, it makes your blood more acidic.
Oh, I see.
Right, so to compensate and, prevent that acidity from killing you, your kidneys are literally forced to hold on to more bicarbonate to act as an alkaline buffer.
Wow. So what does this all mean? If CO2 is shifting our blood chemistry, is the environment quietly rewriting human biology while we are just entirely distracted by AI?
It's completely possible. Add in the new studies linking microplastics to liver disease in mice and new guidelines saying we need to favor potassium for hypertension. We are physically under siege.
Which honestly perfectly explains our current cultural obsession with escapism. Just look outside.
Oh, yeah?
We have this brutal 105 to 115 degree heat dome trapping 97 million Americans indoors right now, while Indonesia is dealing with a damaging earthquake.
When the physical world is literally that dangerous, we just hide inside and stare at screens. Universal just hit $4 billion this year, largely driven by the Odyssey.
Right. Amazon MGM is pushing out a 13-film theatrical slate, essentially filling the gap, while theater owners panic over the Paramount-Warner Bros. Discovery merger trial. Plus, we have a massive sports weekend to escape into. UFC 330 tonight with Makhachev's record bid, NFL preseason, Brewers versus Dodgers, and the PGA Tour.
Right, but notice the trend there. As studios consolidate to survive, the stakes just get higher and higher.
Yeah, absolutely. If that studio consolidation happens, will our only escape from the heat be these massive billion-dollar blockbusters? Like, are we just starving out all other storytelling?
I mean, when the screen becomes our primary world, the few entities controlling those screens gain unprecedented cultural power.
So to summarize this whole butterfly effect, a conflict in Middle East choke points spikes shipping costs, driving massive capital into AI. And while that's happening, our physical environment is literally changing our blood chemistry, forcing us to hide indoors to survive extreme heat domes with billion-dollar movies.
It is all deeply, deeply connected.
It is, leaving you with this final provocative thought to chew on. If our AI models can now run entirely encrypted and locally on our laptops, while we basically hide indoors from extreme heat domes, are we rapidly evolving our digital privacy while completely losing control of our physical reality?